The 16th century was a time of division and turmoil. The brutal Inquisition had taken hold of Spain, and Martin Luther was just beginning the Protestant Reformation. Auxiliary Bishop James Massa says that we can find echoes of this fragmentation and division in our modern world, rife with rumors of scandal and conspiracy, even within the walls of the Vatican. But Bishop Massa also says that the same saint who helped the Church through that time can help the Church today.
Just as the Western Church was facing the challenges of the Protestant Reformation, so in the 20th century we find ourselves facing division within the Church, division within the wider society, and we have a Pope who is calling us to retrieve the wisdom that is found in some of the great and learned doctors of the Church. And Teresa of Avila would be at the front of the line.
A Carmelite nun full of great courage and wisdom, St. Teresa of Avila stood up to the challenges of her day and has left a legacy for all generations to follow. That's why she's recognized as a Doctor of the Church, a title bestowed on only 36 people throughout all of history. It means that the Church can look to her example for wisdom in all periods of time. Her struggle was a long and hard one that resulted in the reform of Carmelite monasteries across the country.
Monastic life had become somewhat lax. The Carmelite houses in Spain had lost some of the discipline, the rigor. So Teresa of Avila was convinced that they needed to be reformed in order to be a force in the counter-reformation of the Church that was going on in the 16th century Spain.
St. Teresa's life was also marked by a deep friendship with God and commitment to prayer. She is known as a mystic, one who has special experiences of God as a result of her closeness to Him. Her autobiography and other great work, called The Interior Castle, have been passed through the centuries as guides to the spiritual journey that all experience.
Teresa of Avila once said, "There is only one path to God, and that is prayer. If anyone shows you another, you're being deceived." Like St. Teresa of Avila, Pope Francis is calling all Catholic believers to renew their commitment to daily prayer. Without prayer, you cannot sustain faith.
Her writings contain outlines to many different forms of prayer. One great saying remains ever relevant: "Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you. All things are passing away. God never changes." Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.